All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. This is a newer analysis, but people are really liking this recent runner one. You can see TRKA is the one we'll start with, and then AMC, a very familiar stock on these videos, will be second, okay? It obviously seems like these recent runners have a mind of their own and they kind of go crazy up and down. The goal, like anything with technical analysis, is just set that expectation. If it does it, great. If not, just adjust, no emotion. It's all good, right? So before we get into it, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages. This is the first time I'm covering this stock, so I will draw some horizontal support and resistance lines. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. Even if you don't, thank you so much for watching this, okay? And then if you disagree with anything, please throw it in the comments. I am not a hater of opposite opinions. I am very, very open to hearing what you got to say, okay? So let's get into it. And look, clearly the run started here. And man, I wish I obviously knew about the stock a lot sooner, right? But as we zoom out, you'll see it. Bad things happen under the 8 and the 20. Amazing things really do happen above the 8 and the 20, okay? Just keep in mind where we're at right now. Somebody might have made 4x already, going from roughly 10 cents to about 40 cents, right? I like to keep that in perspective just to, kind of gauge if the market might sell off. Because someone's just made some really good profits, right? I could see this area being a place that maybe some of these people might have sold off, especially as it dropped down. So maybe you can almost say people are from here to here, which is still around 2x, right? Nonetheless, there is so much good on this chart right now, okay? First and foremost, look, red, all the way to this plateau, pretty much filled beautifully, right? That's actually where I put that first line. We've now seemingly broken this and we're starting to climb this red. And this is where I'm going to be making one of my next lines, right? We'll see where it is. But 74, 75 cents seems like a realistic target here. Of course, this 200 at 46 cents is going to be a huge line, okay? I'm not going to set, I'm going to do an alert is what I'm going to do. We said it was at 46, so let's do at 47. Again, this right here, we said, 46, perfect. So an alert is not an immediate buy notification, but if we can get over this line, like I said, from there, even lower. Look at that. Oh, is it the top of this guy? Even better. 47 will get us the top of this. I should have set my alert for 48 then, is actually what I should have done. So I'll go ahead and make one more alert just to do it at 48. So if I can get to 48, we're over this guy, and then it's just a nice little stairway up to this right here, right? I will draw my first line here. Let me just zoom out a bit and see what this looks like. Okay, so it is this guy. This is the candle no one ever got confirmation on. Again, 76, 77. And then from there, really there's just a couple more steps. You can almost put it right here. I think this is a good spot to put it. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to put it here. It's not that much higher, but I think that's probably the next safe spot. So a lot could happen between here and breaking the 200. What I for sure love, that's a great MACD, that's a great RSI, beautiful 3-day volume, right? Just kept going up, and it actually surpassed this day, right? Couple things I'm just going to highlight on the negative side. That's a pretty high RSI. By no means is it so high that I'm worried, right? 80 is generally the worry number. But what that tells me is breaking this might take that RSI, to the max, right? Because if I look right here, this seems to be the high. Got to 83 right here, right? What was this day? 78, 83. 83 was the high, right? So maybe one more good push. Maybe we wick to this guy right here. I'm just not sure it'll sustain. Let's see what the next what the weekly does look like though, right? So this has me a little worried. The next thing I gotta say, look, the last time we were up here in volume, it quickly dropped, okay? Clearly the difference is this 3 ride up versus the randomness and drop, right? So tomorrow's volume has to be above this guy. It really can't go much lower than 140, 150. I want a good candle, at least compared to this. Of course, I would want this to go even higher than this 232 million that we had today, right? But yeah, seemingly this 46, 47 cent line is going to be a good target. If it could break that, it actually should be some pretty good sailing to 76 right there. Let's see what the weekly looks like. Interesting weekly. What's this 50 at? 49 cents. Oh, interesting. I just set my alert for 48, so maybe I should have set my alert for 50. But again, this 48 might be a little difficult. And again, I think that goes back into what we were just saying about the RSI. So it might actually be a little hard to get over this thing. But again, if it can basically get to that 48, 49, 50, that should be a good run to 75. And again, that's a 50% gainer, right? So by no means, I know it sounds silly to wait, for almost a 20% pop before getting in, right? That's theoretically kind of what I'm saying. This is not financial advice, of course. But yeah, you can still get a 50% gain on what should be a little easier because there's very little resistance right there, right? So just a couple things to consider, but overall, yeah, definitely really bullish going into both the daily and the weekly. So I'm curious. Looks like after hours is good as well, but I really don't like taking into account after hours. I think it's a really easy way to get your hand stuck in the cookie jar. Obviously, sometimes it's for sure the right call, and you can see it. I'm not trying to say it's like an always thing, but yeah, personally, I try not to, and I rarely talk about after hours on these things. Okay, AMC. All right, first and foremost, earnings are tomorrow after hours, all right? I am not a big fan of playing earnings. I think it's really risky and really scary, okay? It's just my personal way of trading, right? A couple things happening, and it's funny. I don't think I've actually looked at this chart in a while. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete all my drawings. We'll redraw everything here, but I'm gonna say it one more time. A lot of people are definitely catching a good ride before earnings. I have no idea what earnings are going to look like. And again, I would much rather, hey, look, this looks good, volume looks good, right? So I could see us, especially if we can, I'm kind of jumping ahead, right? But I can see us maybe breaking this and then trying to make a good run to the 200 right around here at just under 10, right? I would be real happy making that move. My thing, just in all honesty, I would probably sell right at the close of market, right? 1 o'clock my time, I would sell at 12:58, right? If you're East Coast, 3:58, whatever in between, right? But I would be so worried about trading earnings because for me, it's just not worth that. What is that thing that they're about to drop, right? Because maybe they'll drop good numbers, but they give bad guidance. Maybe they'll give good guidance, but bad numbers. And then you just got to sit and wait to see how the market takes it, right? For me, I would sell right after, get the news, get the reaction, and either jump in right after if it's good, or just watch it go down, right, and bank a couple days profit. That's just my 2 cents. But again, this is not financial advice. You know that, okay? Just looking strictly at the lines and the indicators, right? This is a moving cluster, right? There are 4 of the 5 moving averages. We're definitely going, a little more oscillating than horizontal. But yeah, we're just kind of going across these. But what really happens is we get a monster run of just, look at all that red right there, right? I always say it, red is real easy, green, right? And I wouldn't necessarily call this one easy, but yeah, it just, right? Good volume too, actually. Tomorrow, again, you do not want volume to drop too hard. If you can at least stay at that 80 million, you'll still be a little bit over these two, and you'll actually still be over 50% on this guy. Do not drop to like 50 or below. That would be really bad, right? I just talked about this one, so I'll draw the line. Where to go? Right there. I will for sure draw this line right there, okay, and that's like right over the 200. Cool. And then, man, where's the down line? Okay, I think I'm gonna draw this right here. Yeah, cool, and that's right in the 50, so I don't even think I'm gonna draw that. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. So yeah, because all of these might catch it, and then Yeah, I don't think it should go much lower than that, if at least immediately. Okay, so these are my lines right here, right? I'll tell you, if this line breaks right here, 998, oh man, because look at that gap right there, plus all the red. I mean, this, I am setting my alert right again, not an immediate notification to buy, but yeah, I want to know when we hit 999 for sure, okay? Now, breaking this line might make it actually a decent run to right here. And I mean, I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it's a little bit more than $1, and 80 cents is definitely 10%, right? So there's about a 15%, if not maybe a little bit more, just between this line and that purple line right there, right? So I think, again, things look good. It looks like AMC might do well again. My just one more time was be careful with earnings. Again, look at that. I actually just see this, right? So that kind of slows down my excitement for breaking that 998 because look, the 50 is right behind it, and it's actually been a good while since we broke the 50. So I think my excitement for this 998 went a little away. It actually did a little bit, but again, that's still pretty good. That's not great because it's obviously negative, but I am seeing a little bit of an uptrend, and that's a good weekly. I mean, this is nice right here. We've broken the 8, we've broken the 20, we've gotten confirmation. We might get a nice little sustained run on AMC, especially if it gives some good results. And honestly, that might help make that the magic number still, right? So though it doesn't look like it on the daily because of what we just saw on the weekly, there's definitely going to be a little bit of noise in between here. I'll probably draw some of them just to have them, I think. I'll go ahead and draw roughly that line and then that line, just so I can see what they look like on the daily. Okay, this is it. I like that a lot. This is our good step up. And then again, if there's bad earnings, what would essentially happen is hopefully we would get caught by the 20. Hopefully we would get caught by the 50. Hopefully we for sure get caught by 450, right? And then obviously, I guess I can just draw this line too. You don't want to lose. Is this the bottom one? Yeah, you don't want to lose that bottom one right there, right? So, again, I'm still looking positive. Call me a little bit of a cautious trader, I guess, because I'm not a fan of earnings. But yeah, I'm gonna say that one last time. Hey, happy trading out there. Sorry, this was a little later than ideal, but more videos are coming. You know that.